Hey, some nice music for the live stream. Just had to say that. Hey guys, thank you for coming in. I do want to run this disclaimer real quick. I don't think there's music over there, but let's run this disclaimer. I do not own any rights to this music. I don't own any rights to the videos I'm going to be showing today. But what I do own is this stream, and this stream is not monetized on Facebook nor hold on just a minute, Arcade. You can't have your cake and eat it too, son. Anyway, we run this live stream. We're gonna be doing EA and we're gonna be doing PlayStation today, guys. So have a seat and wait just a second. We'll be right over there. I know you are, okay? I was just messing with you too. Anywho, let's have some fun here. Let's turn off that. It's getting ridiculous now. Ridiculous. Shushy. What? Slushy night bot. Oh. Oh. Is Nightbot getting to you, Arcade? Nightbot getting to you? Wait until I add a little thing for Nightbot to give you. Anyway, this is the EA. Guys, we're gonna be doing, hold on. I don't want to get this off on the wrong foot. I have to say here, and I have to say something to y'all. We're going to react, review, and do well, hold on. I gotta go big. So let's talk. We're gonna be doing a react to this video. We're going to be doing, yeah, it said Japanese breakfast. How about that? I wonder what a Japanese breakfast actually looks like. Does it look like an American breakfast? Does it look like, you know, is it bagels and cheese like over in Europe? Or what? Anywho, we're going to be live reacting. Well, we're going to be live. This has already been done a month, 2 months ago. So we're going to be live reacting to the EA and the PlayStation E3 that happened about a month or two ago. There's some. Is this going to be the year for PlayStation? Is it? Don't know. So that's what we're here to find out. And so we're going to get right on into it. As soon as I get back to the, that. So let's go.
Oh.
At the table, you'll find
I love that video. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
Concert for cows, that's got to be a first, but probably my favorite way to open a show ever.
It's
the
amazing.
latest expansion for Sims 4 Cottage Living is out today, so go get your cross-stitch on and check it out after the show.
All right, in just a few minutes, the EA Play Live main event is coming with all the news, sweepstakes, and surprises you know and love. But first, we want to take a moment to recap all the news that's been revealed this summer. And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I personally have done nothing else but play Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I think you actually mean
not
Romance
a big fan of
Beerus,
Mass
or
Effect.
maybe
Really
that's
ain't.
just me. It's been a huge summer regardless for EA Originals. The talented Joseph Fares and the team over at Hazelight gifted us the critically acclaimed and my personal favorite, It Takes Two. Millions of you have been dodging with dodgeballs in Velen's Knockout City, and the soon-to-be-released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those
Andrea
who haven't yet been
Jones,
acquainted with
what
their
is going
magical
on?
world, let's
Hi.
take a look at the story trailer for Lost in Random.
Let's.
Welcome to the world of random.
I'm not able to see your followers.
Decided by a roll
So I know
of
you've
the
been
one
following the channel for a long time.
and the one true queen who controls it.
I just got
When a
off of
child
work and
comes of
we're
age,
doing
you must
some
roll this dice just once,
we're doing some
and in so
live
doing,
reacts to
determine their
E3's
fate for all eternity.
EA and also
Birthday.
PlayStation.
Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your special day. Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are. You live with us now. Lucky girl.
Hold on, Odd. Where is this place?
Hold up. Is this a evil?
Are you,
Ghetto Station, LOL, the way my... Well, I'm not a big fan of PlayStation, but I was like, I've done Nintendo and I've done Xbox, so I might as well just do PlayStation as well.
Peace? I haven't seen a real one in years.
It's
So,
supposed to say something important. You know?
is this a grim
Alfie, where my
thing on the
Odd? Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
What a
what is that? Alice in Wonderland? I think it's a grim tale on Alice in Wonderland.
We destroy them, my queen.
Lost in Random.
That trailer gives me the chills, I think, every time we watch it. Stay tuned for more on Lost in Random, including an exclusive first look at combat gameplay later on in the main show.
Yeah, it looks
Speaking
like
of
a
combat,
lot of
I
Alice in
can tell you as
Wonderland
a
in
part
it.
of the team over at Respawn that Apex will be showing up later today in a pretty big way.
Of course, Battlefield
Uh-oh.
2042 has some big news to share as well, but you would already know that if you tuned into the EA Play Spotlight series. Over the last few weeks, we've gathered creative leaders from across the EA studios to share their insights and some exciting news.
Yeah, we did. Here are a few of the highlights.
Wake up the Game Secret and did the Beyonce drop.
Always
But-
go with Beyonce.
Flawless.
Exactly.
Hypermotion is
Uh-oh.
a next-gen exclusive technology
You know, I've
powered by
been-
real football that brings gameplay to the next level
That's
of
what I
realism.
was saying.
Hypermotion
Arcade, is
integrates
that
advanced
it's
11
like a
versus 11
grim version
mocap
of
and
Alice
machine
in
learning
Wonderland.
for the first time to create the most
And
authentic,
everything's controlled
responsive,
by
and fluid
dice.
experience on the pitch.
Uh-oh, Madden.
Scouting as a whole is being revamped. So you start things off essentially by getting a baseline scouting on every player. And one of the big goals I had was I wanted to add complexity to the feature, but I wanted to remove some of the tediousness of it.
I think we're having a sort of golden age at the moment where this freedom is allowed, and people like myself can start to see themselves coming through in these stories. And I hope that that authenticity isn't lost.
You know, I think that's exactly why we're indie studios, because
What
that
is this
authenticity
game?
is worth the struggle. It's worth fighting for.
you need to ask people for a bit of faith to stick with the idea and just stay with it. And okay, we're not sure what it will be. and-
Okay, there's
like,
lost
you know
and
what?
random.
Go for it. They give you that space and room to play, which is so beautiful and rare to see.
Now is the time to make something totally great and unique. It's harder in a movie today because it's been going on for longer.
How comes you get all the cool gadgets?
What should fans expect from Battlefield 2042 at EA Play Live?
So I think it's that mode that was on a whiteboard for many decades and many years and never kind of happened. And now Christian and his team and they have been, orchestrating and building it. So Christian.
I'm hoping that the players, the community will really embrace and like what we're going to show them.
Lars, Mr. Battlefield Gustafsson, who is jumping around on the Zoom chair.
So get a sturdy chair ready to watch it.
Okay.
If you're a fan
Okay.
of first-person shooters, EA Originals, sports,
Hold on,
or gaming in
hold on.
general, the Spotlight's had some...
Hold on. Now, I've been wanting to build a team for Apex. Really have. And I've been, trying to ease myself into it and try to, get everything to where I can, really spotlight this. But I'm also really okay. I'm a big Borderlands person. Love Borderlands. And I watched a little bit of a trailer here that's really got me hyped. And I don't know whether it's just going to be on PlayStation or whether it's going to be on Xbox. So let's go back to the EA Play Live. We got 8 minutes until it starts, and they're talking.
Something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
Yes, there is. And speaking of EA Sports, it's been a big month for FIFA news. So let's treat ourselves for another look at the FIFA 22 trailer.
I'm not a big soccer person, but I wouldn't mind learning the soccer, for games and stuff. It's just freaking phenomenal just to sit there and watch these people just do all the things that they could do with their feet. So here's a question.
Andy,
Would
I need to
a
correct myself.
soccer
That was not a treat. That was a
person's
feast. A
be
feast. And FIFA
as-
fans, you have to check out the FIFA
like,
Spotlight, which offered a deep
be
dive
the
into all
same
the
as a
updates coming to
boxer's
FIFA 22.
hands?
Now, FIFA won't have news to share in the main show because we're going to give it to you right now.
Unbelievable. Yes. Fans of FIFA Ultimate Team already know that this year some fan favorite footballers are returning in the form of FIFA Ultimate Team Heroes. 9 of them have been revealed so far, and right now we're going to share 2 more.
Ooh, okay.
First up, it's heroic Premier League striker turned manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And second, a fine man from the Rhineland, it's Lars Ricken.
And who doesn't like Lars? There's more where that came from. And
just a
remember, if you
question.
pre-order the Ultimate Edition before August 11th, you will get a bonus Ultimate Team Heroes pack. And of course,
Okay,
EA
hold
Play
on.
members get their hands on the
Hold
game
on.
early.
Yes, they do,
I'll-
but that is just
I'll do
one
this
benefit.
directly for you. Okay, so would a soccer person's feet be like a boxer's hands? Would it be their moneymaker? Or is it, bad to say that? Or what? Just a question. Like I said, just a question. Let's get back into it.
Benefit of being a member. An EA Play membership is your ticket to getting more from your favorite EA games, including fantastic in-game rewards and exclusive content in all of these upcoming titles.
And speaking of rewards, we'll be giving away a whole mess of great prizes during the main show, including gear from Logitech, Polaris, plus thousands of game codes, and EA Play memberships.
Yes.
So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends Jumpmaster weapon charm.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, that you can earn just by watching the show on Twitch. So Apex fans, stick around because you are not going to want to miss a closer look at the latest legend coming to the Apex games. If you don't know who I'm talking about, we got our first look at Seer just a few days ago. Check it out.
This.
Yes, I did.
It has been seen.
I don't know.
A woman will rise.
I don't know
bearing the
whenever it
mark of
happened.
The moth.
Down my sword.
Panda!
Her firstborn will be a cursed child. His eyes drawing us all to the flame. Refuse the child's gaze.
What's up, Panda?
Undone. One glance will reduce a mountain to dust. A king to a beggar. And an ocean to a desert.
All right, this guy is already in Apex.
Everything he touches will be changed. This, it cannot be unseen.
Wow, the Apex team is getting wilder and wilder with those lore trailers. I can't wait to see more.
Trust me, you're not alone. I love that trailer, but we have a lot more coming up during the main show that you're not going to want to miss.
And that is now mere moments away. But one last recap from us featuring one of the newest members of the EA Sports family, Codemasters.
Yes, you'll know them best from their incredible slate of racing titles like Dirt, Grid, and the F1 series, whose latest installment just dropped a few days ago.
If you follow F1, you know it's been an absolutely crazy year so far with some amazing rivalries. Well, if you want to put yourself right in the middle of that, Cody's is here to make that dream a reality. Let's drop straight into the action with the F1 2021 trailer.
Nice.
I just don't get it, Zoe. Gets to pit ahead of me, and they give his car the only new power unit last season. And he gets to go out behind me in qualifying. This kid is a new #1 driver.
Uh-oh.
We'll have more from Codemasters coming up in just a few seconds.
Dude, that was
We're about
awesome.
to begin, and I personally cannot wait for you to see what Battlefield 2042 has in store. I've been Andy McNamara.
I think you still
Eight,
are Andy McNamara,
seven,
and I'm Alex
6,
Ackerman. Thank you so much for tuning in, and
4,
enjoy the show.
3,
It's gonna be
2,
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
1. And now, for the first time ever, it's Electronic Arts Play Live. How did y'all like that intro?
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods,
Who I thought it
aka
was.
Austin Creed, and we have an amazing show for you today. We've
He also
world
does
premiere
up, down,
gameplay,
down.
exclusive first looks, including a brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games, including Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it.
Austin Creed is actually a really good person.
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
That is actually looking really good.
Joining us now from London is Codemasters senior game designer, Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
Yes, I do. And I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Oh.
Let's turn over. 160 take 13 from me.
I've never played Grid, but I wouldn't mind playing it.
dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McCain, 5-time Grid Series world champion, soon to be 6 times. That's a new
It
record.
does look fun.
If it's grid legal, I can build
It's
it
kind of looked like Forza for a lot of it.
Drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having the gut. These
Yeah,
idiots
rally
can't
trucks
keep
on
their
there.
cars on the track. It's their problem.
You keep pulling up there, that stops. But you're gonna get somebody hurt.
Hopefully, it'll be you.
Uh-oh.
Bring it on, baby. Over here.
I love racing too. That's what I used to do. I used to hold
Becky, this looks incredible. On top of the gameplay and the cars and the environments, now,
NASCAR
we've got all these
full
characters that seem to have
races
different
every
motivations.
Friday,
I'm
Saturday,
already
and
incredibly
Sunday.
invested. It looks like you guys are really up
Over
in
on
the
my
ante on
Facebook.
storytelling.
And
First
Twitch
and foremost, the Grid
and,
series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing
TikTok.
experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we're adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Ncuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured
what?
the entire thing using extended reality, or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they used to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No, we are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the grid world than ever before. It's also been really great for our actors because they're acting against something that's visually there. It's not the same as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us any hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We were putting you straight into the driver's seat, right in the middle of the Grid World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac. And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
But let's talk
Oh,
gameplay.
wow.
We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium trucks, drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that car? And we are also giving you multi-class mixed racing, which means that you can take any of those cars and put them together on the same track.
Well, I just saw a big rig
So
take
it's
out an
like
open wheel in the
Forza.
trailer, and I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving too much away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some fancy new locations like the iconic city of Moscow. We've also got the beautiful city of London as well, so you can drive right past Buckingham Palace, or you could travel to the stunning Strada Alpina and take one of our beautiful hypercars to its limit.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So, Becky,
It is.
thank you so much for your time.
Finally, something that
All right, folks.
will challenge
so we're
Forza.
just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend. Two years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 Legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more Legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy, transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home. I see it in a girl, tortured by revenge, embrace hope when love awakens her heart. I see it in me, a boy born under a bad omen, turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless, but that does not mean it cannot be.
Imagine the voice acting that goes back behind like all of these trailers and stuff like that. Especially for Apex.
Last forever. You must adapt. Surrender. Embrace your true nature. Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all. But this chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together. So the flame can burn its brighter. Change. Fight it. Hope. Accept it. Rise above.
It's just epic.
Wow. I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex game director Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn.
Hey.
All right, well, a subset of them. If you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend, there's always an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. if you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're going to have a lot of new ways to play this game. But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works and some other things coming I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair.
Does look good.
I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the economy is correct. And now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So it's a bit of a different ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year 1 of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more information at apex.com/ALGS.
Well,
That's
I'm
really
beyond
awesome.
looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd. And for now, I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please.
This game demands so much of us.
It does.
But from
Super
you,
sweet.
she demands
Oh, wow.
everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so awesome. But Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course.
It's already out.
And
It's already
again,
out.
big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm. So make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two. So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
That's what I really want to see.
Just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. Why, he'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you. It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Zoink team and what we've
I'm in
accomplished,
full
and
agreement right
I'm so
there.
happy about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with and stop motion animation and dark fairy tales. And at Zoink, we're always trying to push narrative in video games. So So happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more. Oh, love of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share a first look at one of our most unique aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay, Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice unleashes incredible powers out of the head of your jack-in-the-box buddy, Dicey.
Well, it sounds awesome. So let's take a look.
Once upon a time, there were two devoted sisters named Even and Odd. Cruelly separated by an evil queen and the roll of a dice. Together with this little fella, Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister. In this strange and fascinating world of random, adventure and combat go hand in hand.
So let me get this right. Two sisters named Even and Odd. Then Odd gets taken away. Thank you for the share, Thomas. Thank you so much. So Even gets left behind. Odd gets taken away by the Odd or the evil, and the person who is the Robin to the Batman is named Dicey. Dicey. They couldn't make any good names. Come on, EA. I'm just joking.
And many peculiar characters await. Some will.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You mean they swarm, and some won't.
That's against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Those coins can be traded for cards.
Cards, cards. I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land.
New cards contain new attacks, abilities, and more.
Hold up. The guy named, or the guy that has cards. I got cards. The best cards in the land. Who does that sound like? Thank you for the host, Arcade. Thank you for the host. Who does that sound like? Got the best cards in the land. Are they making a Donald Trump reference? Really? A Donald Trump reference? You want your game to take off or tank?
All of which come in handy during Dice Battle.
Queens from Alice, yeah.
Slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. Fully charged, Even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Impressive. Well done.
There was.
Nice.
She was the Queen of Hearts.
Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. For just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules. Long Macy Ray.
It does. It rhymes.
You'll see it now.
Lost in Random.
Just from that alone, I already need to play this game. It looks so cool. But what can you tell me about these combat cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just one part of Dice Battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here then?
So as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. But you just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect even. And that's just a taste. Like there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal even, or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Yeah, my favorite question. Lost in Random releases on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order starting right after the show. And if you want a dicey companion of your own, he'll be available to EA Play members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olav, thank you so much for joining us today.
It has been my absolute pleasure, Austin, and welcome to Random.
Thanks. Well, there you have it. Lost in Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original that's already here. And it's bringing that throwback playground heat to the masses. That's right. I'm talking about Knockout City.
Okay. Lost in Random. It's Alice in Wonderland with oddly named characters. Got a similar storyline to like every story out there. And then on top of that, it's got a card. The card games are like the Disney, what is that? They just released them on, it's got the huge keys and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't know now.
Oh, okay. Woo! Dropped earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bala from Velan Studios in New York.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our community for the massive response to Knockout City. With millions of new brawlers, hundreds of thousands of crews, and nearly 1 billion KOs landed, your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new features and updates that keep the game fresh and exciting. Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Velan Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2, Fight at the Movies.
Where mayhem rules the streets. Is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable? A world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy. And teensy tiny brawlers battle it out
Oh, is that,
in a child's bedroom? This season, bring your moves to the movies. Coming July 20. Oh man, That voice is Murder on the Pipes. The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new ball. Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives July 27th. And remember, you can play for free up to Street Rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called That Baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl.
That card game that I was talking about is called Kingdom Hearts. Sorry about that. Let's get back into it.
All right, everyone. The moment that you have been waiting for is here.
Battlefield
You've seen the
2042.
trailers, you've read the hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby. You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back, baby. It's Battlefield. I can't wait to wingsuit Surfer Tornado. This game is gonna be so good. And in just a
hope
moment,
so.
we're revealing a brand new Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
These maps.
So cool.
Listening to our team.
What? Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? Let's stop this. Did he just deploy out of this airplane, use the RPG, took out this guy, and got back into his plane? That's freaking epic. It's mind-blowing. Let's go. Tornado?
On behalf of our entire team, we hope you're thrilled with what you've seen so far from Battlefield 2042. But this is just the beginning. We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA, it's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
Triple Effect and Dice. Whoa. Dice has really stepped up. Huh. That was homage. Clear. Oh. Clear! You're not clear! Guys, this is death from above. Yeah. You don't want that.
This looks incredible. There's
It
so
does
many crazy
look
things happening in this
incredible.
trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions. So let's bring on an expert. Here to help us out is the general manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write
That's
their
gonna
own
be
rules
epic.
and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it
Wow.
back, when you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border?
Yes.
Arica Harbor?
Yes.
El Alamein?
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it.
Oh,
I love
wow.
it. But this is more than just maps, right?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the platform. There's a whole slate of customization options and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is a very specific idea there, Austin. But yes, actually you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower?
A penguin
No.
with a flamethrower? No. I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I had to ask. But it does sound like there's a ton to play around with.
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see the sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count. Or bring the power of 2042 to Caspian Border and take on the forces of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron.
What?
Small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector. Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Settle your battlefield debates on who wins what.
This
Come on,
looks
dude, Robot
awesome.
Man, what? This looks so much fun, but I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here. Just me and you. Who's Redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes, Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic. Now, Christian, before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time. And all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code? I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
Uh-oh. Scary title? Dead Space. All right, remember, we got 2 videos today. We have one that was EA only, and now our feature presentation. Is this going to be the year of PlayStation? Or is this not going to be the year for PlayStation? We're going to just go to Xbox and say, yeah, Xbox, like I always have. Let's go ahead and let's do the Xbox. Or, no, the PlayStation. Sorry. All right, this is the PlayStation reveal. I do want to thank everybody for coming in and being so epic. Now, at the first, it's a little laggy, but during the later on, it straightens up. Andrea Jones, thank you for the like and the 75 stars. What? I am so sorry. I did not see that. I did not see that. I am so sorry. Thomas, thank you for the like and the share. That's Thomas Retro Gaming over on Facebook. And we have Arcade Revolution with a host. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are really awesome. Y'all are epic. I'm not a very big PlayStation person myself. The only reason that I like PlayStation is the God of War series. And it's not my computer lagging, it is actually the PlayStation stuff that's lagging. I think this is called Chess 2. I'm glad to see some technical games make a video game comeback. Like chess, they had one for checkers a long time ago. I'm glad about that.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. Welcome to the PlayStation Showcase. At PlayStation, we believe in pushing boundaries and setting the benchmark for creativity and excellence in entertainment. We always love the opportunity to speak directly with our community. The new technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive, and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers. We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing games.
I wonder how great this game's gonna be.
Peace is a lie. That is what the Sith believe. They promise power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
Oh, wow. I never did play the original version of Knights of the Old Republic, but I saw some gameplay and it looks kind of sucky, but it was epic for back in the day. First of all, if you're in space like that, you you ain't gonna be alive.
저희는 지구를 지키지 못했습니다. 적들을 물리치고 인류를 구원하려는 신성한 임무를 하지 못하였습니다.
Very beautiful landscaping. It kind of looks like a, on the gameplay, it kind of looks like a God of War type gameplay too. Or Rise.
유혹에 빠지지 않게 하소서. 지하 시설, 항공모 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 그 보수단지. 뭐다 지난 얘기지만 말이야. 잠깐이. 네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다니. 매복했어. 그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘난 신분들은 우주로 달아나고 야간 운동들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
라더스피어의 구원을 아직 기다리고 있는 거야.
Got a really good soundtrack to it.
이분 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가
But why does the monsters look like either motorcycle wheels or chainsaws?
뭐 슬슬 가고 들었지.
Project Eve.
당신이 왜 이곳에?
설마 이분 저건 알파 네이티브야.
Doesn't look bad.
Darkness washes over the land.
Hold up. Now, I have a very big confession to make. I love the actor that plays Tiny Tina. And this is part of that Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I believe it's what it's called. And I want to play it so bad. I don't know whether it's a PlayStation exclusive or anything. I've always been a big fan of Tiny Tina. Just her mind, it goes everywhere, just like mine. All except for she actually has, or her character actually has, the actual what do you call it? The energy back behind it. So I actually want to play this so bad. I'll probably get a PlayStation just to play this.
It's returned!
Fools! Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Tiny Tina! I'm very excited for this. And lots more guns.
You know, some of you may be asking, Tina, what are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked because shut up, you face and get shot! And a unicorn.
You ready, newbie?
Yeah.
All right, trailer over. No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
I want to play it. I want to play it. It's a take on Claptrap from the Borderlands series. Oh yeah, I know who Johnny Five is. I grew up on that movie. But it's a take on Claptrap.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty
It's the same voice too as Claptrap.
real big deal. We are getting.
But like I said, I want to play that so damn
Someone
bad.
that loves cats. More fights. Clean air. Bright skies.
Like a Claptrap 2.0 or 3.0. I want to also play this one. This one looks cool. No, wait. Wait, no.
Whoa, 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 wait,
No.
stop, stop. Whoa.
You know, I didn't play Borderlands until a friend got me hooked on it.
What's this?
And I kind of wish that I
Who's
had
there?
like a second
Well, no, you would call us.
a second
swear to God,
monitor.
Oscar,
I'd be
show yourself.
playing Borderlands
Where are you?
and stuff.
Right here, at the end of your arm.
At the end of the arm.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
Wait.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind. Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there was a line. Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. Special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
That's if they don't make her too OP. But this does look like a good game, or a game that I would start playing.
Frey! No name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
But she looks way OP'd. Not going into gameplay, but that looks way OP'd.
Team Rainbow has been the shield against the worst global threats imaginable. Hostage situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war. But now, we face the greatest terror our world has ever known.
Hold on. Just for a second. Let me ruin this game for you. The Army game. Started off as Army, Rainbow Six. Then it's like, okay, we'll do biological weapons. We'll do all of this. We'll do, removing people from the jungle and removing people from hostage situations. Okay, that's like Call of Duty and Battlefield and so on and so forth. And now the biologicals come in. Okay, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Mass Effect, Gears of War. And what now? What now? Oh, we just saw it. It's another Army versus Aliens. So it's Mass Effect Andromeda, Gears of War from 3 on. I mean, not trying to ruin it for you, but yeah. It's just a remake of 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 a remake. And no story.
We want a shot at tomorrow. We will move as one. We will think as one. We will do whatever it takes. As one. Together, we enter the unknown. Together, we fight for our
Oh, and I forgot. Halo.
future. And no one will be left behind.
Sorry for ruining that for you, but, something had to be said. Epic game?
It's coming for me. Whatever you do, don't go out in the dark.
stay in the light.
You're right, Arcade. Eventually, everybody will find out. Then what? Everybody spends $60, $70 on a game that's just like Halo.
My
Now-
wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
I played
Last night I woke
the
up to it.
first Alan Wake.
He's missing a week.
This is Alan Wake Remastered. I played the first Alan
Squeeze the
Wake,
flashlight
and
from the
I
light and
absolutely hated
I
it.
could save
But
myself.
I mean, the
could
teach is
save
on
us.
because it's a sci-fi thriller. But I mean, to me, it was harder than hell.
Oh, Stucky. Thank you.
Would I ever play it? No.
My name
It's-
is Alan Wake.
It's not. It's not because of it being a psychological thriller or anything. It's more of the thing of it's harder than hell. It's hard to stream something like that. Really, it's too bad.
Hello, Franklin.
What's up?
All right, bye, babe.
It's lonely up here.
Who's your favorite character from GTA 5? Mine's Trevor.
I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits.
I think we're literally gonna make out bandits like this. Smash! And they got flying cars in there. What the hell? Where's my flying car? Okay. This game's weird, but I wouldn't mind playing it. I'll say it like this. I wouldn't mind watching it getting played either before I buy it.
His work yet undone. Critical work. People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation. Sorry. The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice.
It does look odd, but it does look oddly appeasing too. It kind of has that
A new age will dawn.
trying to think of that game. I can think of the city, Raccoon City. Okay, here's a Marvel trailer. Resident Evil, there we go. It kind of has that Resident Evil vibe.
You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Osmo, how you doing, buddy?
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
Like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Always sketch, Peter Quill, and not fun kind with Paul.
Mine, long time no see.
The current probability of defeating the universal.
Can I say something? I'm not gonna.
0.3%.
Okay, for a person that, and I'm glad that it froze like this. For a person that has watched both of the Guardians of the Galaxy, you couldn't make any of them look like their characters from the movie. You couldn't make Star-Lord look like Star-Lord from the movie. You couldn't make Batista's character look like him. You couldn't make the other character look like her. I mean, the only two characters really you got right was the raccoon and you got Groot. I'm not a Marvel person. But, I mean, can there be some solidarity there? Alright, let's go.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
Peter.
That makes two of us.
I do like the music.
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
Go over there. I am Groot.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way.
Hold up. No, The raccoon character has the same voice from the movie, but you don't have Peter Quill's voice or Batista's voice. Trash. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't take it personal. It's a live reaction. Okay, is this going to be a Cyberpunk 2077 thing again? I know, I gotta correct it. Haven't had time. It's streamelements.com/stores/transgamer. Blood Hunt. From what I saw, that looked good.
The Eon program. Picture your perfect you. Your health, your enlightenment, your passion. Not just freedom, we offer eternity.
God, fuck.
Your esteemed visionary.
It should show my profile picture, but that's all.
You.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity.
Okay.
An endless party that you can never leave.
locked themselves up in a prison and called it freedom.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these guys are doing, all spewing Eon's bullshit. Oh, so how come I don't remember shit? This Party Island hangover is not my thing. My thing is answers. Who are these people? What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead? Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together. Somebody built this place. Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment?
Yeah.
How does this time loop work? Does anybody remember? Why is everyone wearing a mask? What the hell makes notes anymore? Who am I?
Remember. I want you to remember why you came here.
Is that? Damn, I look good.
Huh?
I've imagined myself a way out. Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
Okay, the one in the link tree works and it goes directly to my store. I got to change all of that as soon as I get offline. A weird looking game. It kind of has, if you listen to the way that the beat is and everything, go back to Link to the Past. That song's familiar. It has a little bit more music to it.
Jump. Kalau cuma Philip Melbourne.
See?
Pemunganya. Itu yang zo ikuhuni ang age. Ano si no sabi niya na pet?
So is this PlayStation's version of
Oleti.
Zelda? There we go. That's the store. You went to my link tree and got it? Thank you. Thank you, Arcade. Thank you so much for that.
Biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
The Tusk of Ganesh? Now that's not an easy find.
Okay, my friend
Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
has played this series of games on his page, and it was really, really good. Beautiful games and everything else.
Seek your fortune.
I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios, at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe. Everything we do is driven and inspired by storytelling.
It
As
should be
creators, PlayStation 5 gives us the
cashapp.com/
opportunity to push the boundaries of storytelling even further.
the number
The
sign
world-class development teams at PlayStation
or
Studios
the
have
dollar
already delivered
sign
such
and
incredible gaming experiences for
Transgamer
PS5,
Live.
and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming for PlayStation Studios, we're going to continue
look at
to
it and
drive
I'll fix
innovation, advance gaming, while always embracing the legacy of PlayStation and creating games that matter. Games that you're not going to find anywhere else. Enjoy.
Then they changed it because it was cashapp.com.
At the dark end
Another Marvel. Which one is this? Is this the whole? No, no, no. Wolverine. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that one. Oh, it's a racing game. Yeah, very good effects with the aluminium claws. Okay, which game is this? GT. Okay. At first, I thought this was a Dracula type game with that freaking organ. I was supposed to do that whole. There we go. Gran Turismo GT, yeah. See, I like Forza better, but that's just me. That's nice. That looks like Coda. If you don't know what Coda is, it's Circuit of the Americas. It's in Austin, Texas. Nice strip. Can't really call it the real driving simulator because there's more than just Gran Turismo that does that. Forza does that. iRacing does that.
As I can remember, I looked for an equal. One who could push me.
Another Marvel. Imagine that.
One who could surprise me. Even beat me. All I found. Disappointment. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Carnage? Venom. Well, you gotta wait 2 years for it. Well, a year and a half. See, I would have shown that at next E3 instead of getting people's hope for it and then say, oh, 2023. What was you thinking, PlayStation? God of War, there we go. See, I ain't played the last God of War.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. Story doesn't end hiding in these woods. Be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
Hold on. Hold
I don't
on.
want to fight anyone.
They went from fighting Greek gods, Zeus, Ares, all of them, and now going and fighting other gods, such as Loki, Odin. This ought to be fun.
I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
Maybe that's what Mother wants.
do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr? The old god of war in these lands, who is dead.
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
All yarns be the happened to him.
We're trying to stop
He couldn't
Ragnarok.
talk
The hell
country enough.
What if the only way to do that is war?
It's not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Hercules?
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Here.
Are you coming with us?
That guy made Kratos
soon enough.
look small.
Well, some of them.
Don't get me wrong. I like that they're going after other gods. Believe me, I like it. But what is the backstory on going against these other gods? What did they do to Kratos or the kid now? Because you don't, in 1, 2, and 3, and also on the PlayStation, Vita, and whatever,
Unbelievable.
you don't see the kid even being mentioned, but now with the other God of War, you're seeing all of this, and then now they're going after Viking gods. Kind of fishy.
I don't hang around no phonies. In charge of setting up kids, finding my stakes, I put on my tent. Shoot for the stars, they follow my head. Stick to my guns, I don't even flinch. Can push all you want, they moving in mix. I rarely miss, I'm happy I did it. Beat all the odds, I ain't got no limits. Can it be stopped? You're paying attention, I ain't gotta say it. They know my head, they know my head.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
And that was the PlayStation Showcase. We've got more info and updates coming right now. And I'm, in fact, joined by no less than PlayStation Studios head Hermen Hulst. Hermen, really strong showing here from PlayStation Studios tonight, including an awesome new look at GT7 and, finally, a release date.
GT7 is coming in March, and I don't think fans are going to be disappointed with what Yamauchi-san and Polyphony have been working on. And what we're doing with GT7 is we're pulling from the entire history of the franchise, taking some of the best features into GT7. GT campaign, arcade missions, all that good stuff. And, I got a chance to play, and it just looks and plays sensationally. The haptics, the vibrations, you feel the rolls, the pull and the weight of the different cars. I'll tell you, the one thing that I personally really liked is the braking variations through the adaptive triggers. That really kind of makes you feel like you're an incredible racer. And for me, that's great.
Great to hear that about GT7. I can't wait to play that. But I also really wanted to talk about Insomniac. I mean, this is a studio that is absolutely on fire the last year, maybe 18 months with Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, A Rift Apart, and now two big reveals tonight in the form of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Marvel's Wolverine. And it's kind of a shock. You work really closely with Insom, Herman. So what can you tell us about just why Insom gets so fired up about the Marvel Universe?
I mean, Sid, you said it. Insomniac are on fire. They've been just so productive. And I think the team in Insomniac, they're really always challenging themselves to raise the bar with their approach to storytelling and craftsmanship. And it's really evident in the consistently high quality of games that they've been delivering over the years. I think on top of that, they really prize collaboration amongst their team. And that collaboration that also extends to the way that they work with other PlayStation teams, but also their work with their great partners at Marvel. And that collaboration resulted in the amazing first 2 Marvel Spider-Man games. And I know that Insomniac are extremely excited to be further expanding the universe into Marvel Spider-Man 2 now. And they're also going to be raising the bar again, you know, in terms of immersion, action, visual fidelity. I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a spectacular showpiece for gaming. And they're also so thrilled to then bring gamers an emotional and a suspenseful journey into Marvel's Wolverine. I think that PlayStation fans are really going to be in for a treat over the next few years.
Very cool, very exciting times, and on multiple fronts. Tonight, we also got our first big look at God of War Ragnarok. Herman, what can you tell us about where Santa Monica Studio is going with this one?
You know, like many of the fans, I'm personally really invested in the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. We got to see in the trailer that there's some real tension brewing between them as Ragnarok approaches. So, you know, I can't wait for players to see how that relationship between them evolves. And you gotta trust me when I say that Santa Monica Studio have prepared quite a few twists and turns for players as they set up the finale of the Norse saga in God of War Ragnarok.
We're gonna get an update on God of War Ragnarok from Santa Monica Studio here in just a moment. But before you go, Herman, I wanted to get your take on Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we've learned that this one is coming out in February. I am sure that by this point you have played it. So what has jumped out to you? What can you tell us about the game?
I've had a chance to play the game on PS4 and PS5, and it looks great on both. For PS5, the level of detail on Aloy, her kit, her lighting, it's just exceptional. Even more amazing because the environments have so much going on too. From the ruins of San Francisco to those new underwater areas, everything just looks breathtaking. And it loads really fast because of the SSD. Plus, the combat in the game offers so much variety. It's all based on player choice. There's so many cool weapons and tools, and when you combine these together, that comes in really handy when you're dealing with the new machines. On PS5, the haptic feedback on the controller, I think in my mind really adds to the experience, you know, when you're firing arrows and the other ammo. You know, the team at Guerrilla, I know them so well. I'm super proud of them. They're creating something incredibly special. I just can't wait for gamers to get the next chapter of Aloy's adventure in their hands.
Thanks for the update, Herman. We're joined now by Eric and Corey from Santa Monica Studio. And I wanted to check in with you two on the big announce we saw just a few minutes ago, God of War Ragnarok. We finally got our first big look at it. And actually, Eric, I wanted to start with you. You've been involved with every single God of War, including 2018's God of War. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Sid. I've been with the studio since 2004 in many different capacities, working with both Santa Monica and Randy at Dawn on the God of War franchise. And I don't know why, but they thought it'd be a good idea to say, hey, do you want to direct this one? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm directing God of War Ragnarok, or as Corey likes to call it, never heard of it. So that's the update on that.
So Eric, why the shift in leadership on God of War Ragnarok?
It's always been a tradition here at Santa Monica to change the directors across the games. You know, we've had really good success with that. Corey's been the only repeat director, and, you know, rightfully so. He's pretty damn good at what he does. So that's kind of what it is.
The important thing for us is to be able to kind of get a fresh perspective each time, but also, you know, a fresh pair of legs in the sense that you're really exhausted at the end of finishing one of these things. So you got to con somebody else into doing it, like him.
So Eric, what aesthetics or themes sort of resonate with you as a creative? I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is like, how do you see yourself leaving your fingerprints on God of War Ragnarok?
It's kind of the designer in me wants to answer one way, but as a director, you have to answer a different way. I think you have to learn how to jettison your own profession when you switch over to the director's role, which I'm sure Corey can understand. I mean, he kind of animated a little bit on God of War 2, and we kind of had to throw it all out, except for that sneaky backflip that Kratos has never done again that we left in. That's the perk of being the director, I guess. But, you know, from my point of view, like, we want to tell a very heartfelt and epic story as, you know, a father and son go on a journey, and they kind of struggle with holding on to stuff and letting go of things. You know, it's a very difficult kind of human condition that we all deal with. And we kind of want to arrive at that by taking like slices of life or family, you know, drama, if you will, and kind of juxtapose that against big Norse backdrop. And, you know, at the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very, you know, surprising yet inevitable based on all those things. But it's kind of, you know, I'm from the Midwest, so like slice of life, very common, mundane things are just as interesting as big world events. And so we try to collide those things together. It's, you know, make an experience that's very worthy of the God of War name.
So with the game officially being called God of War Ragnarok, I guess it doesn't take a genius to think that perhaps Ragnarok factors into this game in some manner. Can you confirm that, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call the game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. So, you know, it's going to happen. We're going to cap off the Norse series with it. And I think Chris Judge said it best in the announced trailer last year. Prepare yourselves.
The last game ended with a teaser of sorts for Thor. And I just got to know, was that Thor's voice we heard in the trailer just a few minutes ago?
That was definitely Thor's voice that we heard in the trailer. Thor is being played by Ryan Hurst, but you might know him from Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie, one of my favorite characters ever. And we're just delighted to have him come play in the God of War sandbox. And his take on Thor and our take visually on Thor is very different than the hunky Australian you might know. You know, he's much closer to the Norse mythology version. You know, he's this big, burly, almost hedonistic man-child, red hair, you know, left-handed, just a little off kilter than the Thor that a lot of people know right now. So I can't wait for people to experience more of that when the game's done.
We also heard the name Odin in tonight's trailer. So I imagine if we're going to experience Ragnarok, Odin's going to have to play a pretty big role here, right?
Definitely. I mean, Odin is the Allfather of all the realms, so he's going to show up when Ragnarok happens. We're very, very happy to have Mr. Richard Schiff come on to play Odin for us. You may know him as Toby from The West Wing. This was one that we never thought was going to happen. It was like kind of a shot in the dark, and he got back to us, and we walked him around the mocap volume, and he was just like, I've never done anything like this before. Let's do it. And so the kind of rest is history. So I can't wait for people to experience that and see how he factors in. And it's a very different take, again, much like Thor. You know, he's like a
I definitely want to
who's just
see this.
kind of busy with his own things and doing
Not
whatever
for
he
sure
wants.
about the whole
and he doesn't live in a castle or anything like
Norse
that. So it's a, again, a different take. Kind of what we do. We
background
just
for the
take what's
God of
known,
War
curve
since
ball it a little
it's-
bit, and you know,
Since
make it
it's
special.
a Greece
We also saw a
or
couple of new
a
characters tonight. So what can you tell us about them?
Are you talking about the little squid? Oh no, you're talking about Tyr, the big guy. Yeah, he's the Norse God of War. And Kratos and Atreus have finally found him. We talked a lot about him in 2018, so we were like, well, might as well show him to the people. And then the last character we saw at the trailer, you know, like with the little wink and smile from Angrboda, she's one of the last remaining giants, and her story is pretty amazing and how it fits into the world of God of War. Tyr is being played by Ben Prendergast, who's been completely absorbed in the role, even though he is not a giant as Tyr is. And then Angrboda is being played by Leia de Leon Hayes, who's a complete treasure on set. She's been amazing. Watching her chemistry with the other characters has been amazing, and she's one of the last giants that's living. So we have those characters and a few more, and you know, there's a lot of different monsters you saw in there, and there's been so many talented people at the studio building this trailer and putting it together. I just want to give a shout out to the team. I love you guys. You know, I wish you could be here doing this interview with me. I wish you were all behind me right now at the studio. That would have been completely amazing. And, you know, lastly, to our fans, we have a saying at the studio that we are fans of our fans, and I cannot wait to watch all the tweets, the messages, the reaction videos that you guys put out, and our team to be able to take that into heart and just get excited and hyped, and then use that to push us through to finish the game for you guys. So thank you very much.
Now, Corey, we haven't heard a whole lot out of you here tonight. So now that we know you're not directing God of War Ragnarok, I was hoping maybe you could give us a little clue about what you may or may not be working on next.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like me to just spill the beans and tell you everything that's going on right now. We're actually doing a bunch of stuff. It's really exciting, all the things that we're doing, and you're tempted to know what is this, but I don't really have anything I can talk about right now specifically, mostly because we're really focused on God of War Ragnarok, that I am incredibly excited that I finally understand that that's what everyone was saying, God of War Ragnarok. I was way off. I was thinking it was something else that they were talking about. I think we'll wait to get any deeper into anything else until later. We'll talk again, Sid.
All right. Well, thank you, Corey, and thank you, Eric. And next up, we have Ryan Treadwell. He's the lead producer at Aspyr. And wouldn't you know, just a little while ago, we got the announcement of a remake for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, Ryan, I guess my question is this like a remaster of the original game, or what's going on here?
It's so much more, Sid. This is a complete remake of this beloved Star Wars story. For Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, we are rebuilding from the ground up while maintaining that integrity of story and character from the original.
So Ryan, how much of a remake are we talking about here? I mean, is this updating some graphics, adding some higher resolution modes?
You know, the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a true classic and one of our favorite Star Wars stories ever. We want to honor that original story and make it as impactful for players today. In terms of the visuals, we have an opportunity to present this story with a much higher level of fidelity than was possible in the past, while making sure that we're being authentic to what players loved about that original game.
So we know Aspyr from bringing classic Star Wars games to modern consoles, but this is a much bigger project than anything the studio's tackled before. So what can you tell me about the team behind the game?
You're absolutely right. While Aspyr has enjoyed a great relationship with Lucasfilm Games through our work bringing classic Star Wars games to new audiences on modern platforms, this project is on a completely different level to anything we have done before. That's why we knew we had to assemble the right team to do this project justice. We put together a team full of industry veterans from fan-favorite RPGs, even including the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It has been a really rewarding experience to assemble such a talented team to bring back an epic game. Of course, we're also working closely with the amazing teams at PlayStation and Lucasfilm Games. Together, we couldn't be more excited about what we'll be able to show you in the future. All of us are, of course, huge Star Wars fans too. One of the nice parts about building a team to make a big Star Wars game is the ability to instantly bond with all the new people of your favorite aspects of Star Wars. We all have different Star Wars memorabilia behind us in every call, and it always sparks up a good conversation.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Very exciting stuff, and I'm definitely dying to see more of that one.
Thank you, Sid. It will be some time before we're ready to show more, but we're very excited about being able to reveal more in the future.
All right, and that's it for our show. You can catch up on all the big news on PlayStation.blog and check out all the trailers from tonight's PlayStation Showcase on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation.
But is that is it? Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I don't know how to say this really. Much love to each and every one of you. You're just phenomenal. Without you, there's no me. And that's for real. Now, we've done the EA, we've done the Nintendo Direct, we've done PlayStation, we've done Xbox. If you want to see another EA, or if you want to see another E3 moment, hit me up on my thing. And if you want to see PC Builder, well, I'll download PC Builder. In fact, it's free right now over on Donut. What is going on, guy? Anywho, we're up under a tornado watch up here. So I'm not for sure whether I should be on the computer or not. So I'm actually going to get off of this thing because A, I don't want my computer to burn up, and B, if I have to get out of here, y'all are gonna see me run. But I don't want y'all to see me run. I want that to be a like a myth. Does Trans Gamer run? Oh no, I've never seen. Guys, I really do appreciate you for coming in. We've done the like I said, we've done the EA and the PlayStation tonight. Last week we did the Xbox and Nintendo. Hit me up on my Discord if you want to see even more content coming from here. Let's go ahead and raid out to a friend of mine if they're still on. Let's see if they're still on. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Yeah, okay. We've raided fighters before, but we have never raided one of my friends. I cannot believe this. So let's go over there. Let's raid. Say Trans Gamer Live raid. And her name is Tracy. So I think that's it. The wind's getting a little ferocious outside. So yeah, that's it. So let's raid her. Much love to everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. Why is it not rating? Oh, it said live, Tracy. Hold on. Raid. Love. Tracy. All right, let's raid her. Everybody go over there, say Trans Gamer Live raid, and hope everybody is gonna be epic.
Playthrough shtick, but I will not be firstly also a raid. Oh my goodness, we get some ideas in the chat. Fancy for live. Thank you for the host and this and the raid. How was your stream?